behind behind the shoulder. No fancy shooting. Let's go. So a quick start for Frank, who's over from Norway. Frank's my Vaughan star. He's the sales guy for Europe for Vaughan, and we're over to do some work with their backpacks. So I said, why don't we go out and have a little call as soon as you arrive. So it's 10:30, 11 o'clock. Perfect field here. It's about 20 degrees at the moment. So for me, perfect temperature. Slight breeze, absolutely gorgeous, but nothing reacted to that call at all. But that's the rut, and it will carry on. I've got another nice little place to go, and you guys come and join us and stay with us, and we'll try and show you some rut action.
Yeah, that's the one.
Blooming heck, Frank. I've got one, thank God for that. He's been here for 6 months. Just, did you reload? Just,
No.
You did, you went click. Just on the, see what I can say. Perfect, mate, perfect. Well, he's down. That's the ECX bullet for you. Hey, that's what I was telling you about, wasn't I? You want one of these when you get back to Norway.
Yeah.
Plumbing heck. What is it? 4th, 5th of August? And so on my diary, this should be flying everywhere and running everywhere. And we've come down into this piece of woodland where I need to shoot some deer. That's what the forester told me. And started calling. Doe came, another doe came. Muntjac buck came that I didn't see because I was on the floor and they were up the seat. And from across the valley, I could see something laid down. So I said, right, we're going to sneak round here. And as we've come up on our left-hand side, Dan says, there's a deer in here, buck in here. So we've stopped and tried to call him, nothing. I said, come on, we'll leave this compartment. Just walking up here, and then in this hemlock, I could just see the back end. I said, I don't even know if it's a roebuck. And then he was shaking his head. He didn't like them flies, did he?
Nope.
And he's just stepped forward and you've done the job, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely brilliant, mate.
Amazing.
Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look. You gave him about 1 metre. Yeah.
Thank you.
First in this book. Okay, so I'm chuffed to bits. Finally, we've been out today calling and there's been nothing going. We've had called in does, but early August and it's just wasn't going to plan. So all you guys out there that send me messages, is the rut on, is it off? I get as frustrated as you. So I hear your pain some days. But anyway, we started off doing a little bit of calling. We were out quite early, 5:30 time, and it is now 20 to 7. So it's been an hour on this one compartment, just calling, and brought in a couple of does, a muntjac buck, nothing happening. And then as we walked back to come up the hill, I spotted something up in this compartment, and we snuck up, but the buck that we saw, a younger buck, had already crossed and gone into the next piece of woodland. So I thought that was it. I said, right, come on, let's tab on, didn't I? And then I suddenly froze and saw the back end of this buck. I didn't know if it was a buck or a doe. And then he flicked his ears with some flies, and I could see his antlers appear. And this is the buck that I've been after, so I'm chuffed to bits. Frank shot him in fine style. As soon as he presented the shot, got him. Tried to stop him with the cord, but he was gone. Dropped him on the spot with the 100 ECX. Have we ever mentioned that bullet? Fantastic. And as we've walked into the compartment to see him, the doe stood up, literally just behind him, and then just walked away. So the reason I wasn't calling him is he's with his doe, and he's no need to come down because he knows as it cools down he's going to be running her. So that's the explanation I'm going to accept for myself and wish Frank great congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to England from Norway.
Love England.
And yeah, and my gold medal moose that I've swapped for this, I'm looking forward to it very much.
No problem.
No, so really nice book. It may be interesting to know this piece of woodland we took on a few years ago, and the bucks in here were poor body weights and poor heads. There was a lot of old bucks and everything, and we shot what we thought was the rubbish out of it and left the the nice young 3-year-old 6-pointers. And then I wouldn't say this buck was that old. I would say it was probably 4 or 5. But we're now getting these wonderful trophies, beautiful colour, nice, these lovely brow tines. He's broken his back tip off a little bit, but it's still a cracking buck, and I can already see he's a hell of a buck in his body weight. So I'm chuffed to bits with that, Dan. We've a little bit of reward from all the work we've done, so brilliant. He's covered in flies, so I'm going to get him cleaned off and get him back to the vehicle as soon as we can, and then as it gets a little bit cooler we'll carry on. take him whenever you want. Okay. Bloody hell, you Norwegians. How does that compare to moose shooting?
Not the same.
So just put that back onto safe now. That's it, put it down at the floor. That's it. Well done, mate. Well, when the road here weren't doing anything, we found a cheeky old Muntjac buck. Looking at him, he's not been cleaned for very long. We've seen another buck down there chasing a doe, but he was really in velvet. So had a bit of rain this morning. Could have stopped in our beds a bit, and I said let's go and have a look on the stubble fields. Wait for the temperature to go up. It's about 18 degrees. I've not seen a row or anything. So the frustrations of the rut, and then Muntjac back up. Eh? And he said, "Oh, I wouldn't mind shooting a Muntjac, so I'll have to find you one, but we'll have a look." And well done, shooting off the new springbucks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Works perfectly.
it works perfectly. Wow, how lucky are we? It's rained at 5 o'clock this morning quite heavily, and you can see the clouds in the background. It's dark, it's temperatures cooler than I would like it to be, and we're looking for Roebucks for Frank. But he did say he'd had a dream about shooting a Muntjac, and we've just come and looked onto some stubble fields, and I just said to him I was killing an hour, to be honest. And there's a little wood just behind us, and this buck was out. We spotted him from about 200-300 metres away, and he was just out, just walking around where it's been cut, trying to, clean the wheat that's come off the harvest. And we managed to sneak down this headland and get into a position about 160 metres away. And then I thought I'd just give him a little call, and to be honest, I thought I'd just try the bootlace. So I just squeak, just a little bit, and he got a bit of an interest, and I stopped calling because he was straight on the tram line coming straight towards us. And I think you shot him at probably 70 metres. Fantastic shot, right on the shoulder, and it was dropped him on the spot. The ECX bullet was able to really do its job with that flat tip, hit the shoulder, smack everything into him, just knocked him complete instant dispatch. And we've got this beautiful buck, so he's probably, I don't know, 9-10 centimetres long. He's certainly no youngster, and he's just cleaned off. He's got a little bit of colour, but he's still got that little bit of velvet on the top, dried off velvet. And have a quick look. Absolutely no, they get like a canine teeth on them. Unfortunately, Frank, he hasn't got any. He's as old as me, this lad is. So fantastic buck. Really pleased for you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
You lucky Viking. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm really happy.
So you've never really seen one of these before. You saw one last night in the woods, but not close like this.
No.
And what's your first sort of like opinion of seeing this little devil?
They are weird-looking animals, but
Yeah.
really, really cool.
Yeah, and you've got the orbital glands here, you see, and it's a very archaic type of deer, very basic in its antler growth, and gets these scent glands where they mark all the territory. You'll see them put their heads right onto the ground and open that up and scent mark onto the floor. But for me, I love this little deer, I do, and all the years I've been hunting, it's what I've hunted the most, to be honest, and still gives me great pleasure. And I'm really pleased for you to be able to have that lovely trophy hanging up in your office in Norway. But well done.
Thank you.
Really pleased.
Thank you.
Really pleased.